Welcome back to GearWire.com. This is Gretchen Hasse back with Patrick Kirst from Yellow Tools. Patrick is actually a composer for film. He teaches at USC, lives out in LA, and he uses Independence. And he'd like to talk to us a little bit about why he uses this software and what makes it better for him. How does it free you up for creativity? What is it that you find really great about this software to use for your own work?
First of all, I think that out of the box, this Independence module is an extremely powerful and extensive library of sounds. So I don't have to shop around for so many other sounds if I want to sketch an idea very quickly. I just, open my sounds, have one palette of sounds that, orchestral sounds. I'm an orchestral writer. I use a lot of orchestral sounds, strings, brass, woodwinds, everything. And Independence provides me with a 25 gigabyte sound library that sound good right out of the box. I don't have to tweak anything. I don't have to change parameters. I don't have to do filtering and whatever and whatnot. And then EQ it until it sounds right. It sounds pristine and good the way I like it. The other big part and advantage is when I sometimes want to sketch ideas, I want to play with ideas, there's also a nice function that is built in, it's an arranger function that lets you play certain chords or certain just certain keys, and it just comes up with little arrangements of it. Sometimes this can trigger other ideas. And it's a very inspiring way of working. Then of course maybe you just totally reject that idea, but maybe it has triggered something. You have, again, everything is fast and is accessible fast. You don't spend a lot of time loading instruments. It's a very fun and playful way also. I like playing with the instruments. They feel good when you play with them. And it's, I sketch a lot before I go to the next step. And it's a very fast and intuitive way. And the interface is, as you can see, with this quick edit, for example, it's so easy and quick to manipulate something and just to concentrate on the main basic parameters. I'm a composer, I'm not a technician, I'm a guy who just wants to play, and I don't want to have any, any problems with setting things up, and it just sounds good right out of the box. If you mention sound design or other elements, I usually use it more as a sample player. I use it for my orchestral palette, for my acoustic palette. Yeah, of course, another big advantage I usually use it for is creating my own sounds. If I create my own samples, what I do, and it's so fast, if I want to, for example, create and map an instrument, and I'll just get rid of this quickly here, and I go to my desktop. Let's say I have created my own sounds, and I would like to map this quickly on and create my own Yellow Tools instrument with it. I just drag those files over here and just say, please map those samples for me. Map them. I don't want to, import each file separately and place them and find the root key and whatever. No, just, import this. And here it is. It just created, it was reading the file name. And it said here, D#1, D#1. That means, aha, it reads the file name directly. It reads, aha, this is the key you want to play, obviously. And here it says, on this parameter it says the velocity split, up to 16 velocities for this one note that I maybe have sampled. And I want to bring this in. How much time did that take? It would take maybe 5 seconds to create this. In the next step, I might, in my sequencer, play around with this now. I just play some patterns with it, or like I import some more and then play patterns with it. I export them as MIDI files, and I drag those MIDI files right in here, and they will show up again as a green block, as a green bar that I showed you earlier with these green bars. I can just easily drag and drop MIDI files and audio files. I'm usually always thrown off by the fact that I have to create and map my own little audio files in each other application. It always drives me crazy. And so here, it's a great function to help you map your own sounds and create them quickly.
Right. Okay, well, thank you very much. This is Gretchen Hasse from GearWire.com with Patrick Kirst, and keep it tuned here for more AES.